At this hour, Capitol Hill is settling back to normal after some wild moments this afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jennifer Sheen.
And I'm Ben Wilcox. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 11. Gunfire had the Capitol building in lockdown, with some people scrambling to safety as others obeyed orders to shelter in place. When it was over, at least 2 people were hospitalized,
including a police officer and a mystery woman who apparently started it all. To complicate matters even more, she had a child with her. Our Washington Bureau reports.
A much quieter scene outside the Capitol building tonight than it was earlier today. Imagine all the people out here were forced to run either inside or away after the reports of shots fired. I was actually inside the Capitol building when we heard the news. We heard it on the emergency PA system. Take a listen to what that sounded like.
Emergency message for the U.S. Capitol Police. There is a report of gunfire on Capitol Hill. If you are in an office building, shelter in place. Close, lock, and move away from the doors and windows. If you are outside of the office building, seek cover away from the area. Additional information will follow.
Take a look at this video I shot from inside the Capitol. Since we were on lockdown and couldn't go outside, this was the vantage point I had looking outside. You could see the perimeter of the police cars surrounding the Capitol building outside. One of the people outside in all this chaos was one of the senators we cover on a regular basis, and my colleague Jacqueline Policastro talked to him earlier tonight.
Yeah, Ted, I talked to Senator Sherrod. He was inside the Capitol and leaving, crossing the street to go back to his office when all of this happened. The senator said that he heard 5 shots. Then he saw people getting down on the ground across the street. That's when he hid behind a car until Capitol Police told him to get back inside the Capitol. Take a listen to what else he told me.
Sort of chaos breaks out, and it wasn't. I mean, I never really thought our lives were threatened, but the police officers running by and shouting, duck and get back and get down, obviously gets your attention. We saw a police officer on a motorcycle go up the sidewalk, kind of, and that's when we knew that it was obviously more serious than a presidential or vice presidential motorcade or something.
Senator, do you feel safe inside the Capitol?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel safe in my state. I feel safe here, absolutely.
After today's shooting incident, members of Congress went back to work, but as you just heard, clearly some very tense moments here on Capitol Hill today. Reporting in Washington, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.